Hey guys. Hi everybody. Welcome to Divine and Conquered Hogwarts Prep. Just putting that time there so it knows that we can't cuss for the next minute. This is a 5e game based in the Pathfinder world. It is currently year 1942.
Pathfinder world.
Harry Potter world, sorry. Thank you. I have a lot of things in my head right now, and thinking isn't the first one. But we are in the Harry Potter universe. It is currently year 1942 during Grindelwald in his auctions. Everyone's here's first campaign. So if you're new to D&D or you just love Harry Potter, this is the game for you. We will have a Stephanie at probably at the halftime show since work is being difficult and she will not be able to get off until 8. Josh is trying.
Might be here.
Hopefully that might be a Josh. He's on his way. Life has been hard for that situation they're dealing with. So they'll be here as soon as they can. And someone just had surgery and decided that it's a good idea to play D&D today, Jess.
Hey, I'm here. I can't let anybody down.
Jess is in the netherworld, but she will be here via the TV.
Jess, it looks like your nose is raging.
Oh, it is. It's always raging.
All right.
We had a logistical delay.
Yes, let's quickly introduce the group, and before we say thank you to our friends, and then go to trailer. Jess, you're in the netherworld. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Okie dokie, I'm Jess. I play Neff, who is a Hufflepuff Barbarian who smashes things with her ball. Can't do the voice right now, but hopefully I'll be better soon. I'm excited.
I'm Justin, I'm playing Artie. That's it.
Thank you.
I'm Kathy, I'm playing a rogue named Mia.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'll be playing Griswold.
You have banged.
Oh, who's a druid? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm super behind. I'm play Bones, and I'm a Gryffindor sorcerer. Yeah,
There we go.
it's a thing.
All right. And then
until you go to the next one.
Jess, it's taking 2 people to do your job. Just to let you know how important you are to this game.
You are quite important.
And I'm Jesus. I'll be y'all's
I have
DM.
something to say.
What do you have to say?
I just got my Divide and Conquer shirt.
What? You got a Divine and Conquer
Me
shirt?
too.
What? You too? And I got a Divine and Conquer notepad and a Divine and Conquer coffee travel mug, and then other things that aren't physically here, so I can't show you. But we have a merch store. If you are, if you just go down below and click on the little T-shirt, you can go to our merch store. We have other stuff. I need to put the Harry Potter one, the logo really soon. But we have a merch store, and we also got a code for our friends at Talon and Claw. If you guys type Divine Conquer, you guys should get 10% off of these amazing little dice bolts. And they have dual ones, and they have dice holders, and they have DM screens. Our friend's Lynn's artwork is down below as well, so is our friend Three Thrower. If you're interested in commissions or voiceover work, please check that info down below. And we're on Spotify too, so that's a thing. That's a thing.
We're on Spotify?
We are. I'm uploading the episodes slowly, and by slow I mean just one so far. But hopefully, I'll pick up the pace to catch up to our 40 episodes for 2 freaking games.
Just
But,
start with one a week.
By the end of the year, we'll be caught up. Yeah, but that's a project that I need to deal with, and it's gonna happen. But yeah, we're on Spotify. The link's not anywhere down below because work is tough right now. But yeah, all right, let's roll that fucking bean footage.
Woo!
Bean footage. Alrighty, and we are back. So, to recap, what happened last time? As I'm getting my book out and getting everything ready.
I feel like we should have instruments and accompany.
That would be fantastic. If you guys did,
I'll make that
please purchase instruments and learn how to play them immediately for the sake of the show. So the party prepared for the current mission at hand to stop a Green Welsh that's has taken claim at the Forbidden Forest of Hogwarts. You guys sent letters via owls to friends and family, practiced your Patronus charms. Some of you mastered it, some of you still close. Some practiced old, dark, black magic. Some of you guys went back to family farms and helped cleanse the land. Others confronted Dumbledore to see what he would do when push comes to shove against Grindelwald, and gotten confirmation of the unwillingness to confront him. With information not at all gotten on who Omni is from the Ministry nor the records, at least that Dumbledore has seen himself, we're still at a loss to who this witch is. After... Who be that? After the team got some information, and still your allies like to work in secrecy from you, only letting you know what's happening when the moment comes to act on something. Moody, Oliver, Dumbledore, and Artie all went on this about 2-month time that was spent on practicing, recovering, and getting your stuff together before you fought the Welsh. They were trying to convince and have convinced the Ministry to get a artifact that would help with this mission. The Orb of the Dragon kind. Essentially, long story short, this was an orb forged by Merlin himself, and how to use it is still not known, and it ranges between it can control a dragon to it completely enslaves its soul. Newt felt extremely discomforting knowing that this was the course of action and left the war room essentially and decided that he is not going to be part of this mission at all if this was the object that was going to be used to win the fight. With that and having this orb now in y'all's possession is what we're going to start our game, y'all. So what do we want to do? As I put a little bit of sad music on. So guys, we're still
in the war room.
We're still in the war room in town. Everyone is present except for Newt, who left. You guys still hear the bustling outside of people trying to rebuild from the Obscurus that destroyed the town not that long ago. Some people are still mourning for the 7 casualties, but 7 too many. So, what do we do?
We're all in the room?
Everyone's in the room. Essentially, it's a private room within one of the bars that Dumbledore has essentially reached into many locations to dump money for, oddly, if he needs to hide out. And this is one of the places that he has some pull in and has a private room that he has put charms and incantations to make sure that the room is scribe proof. So no one can listen in or out unless you're physically inside the room.
So, I mean, when are we going to go do this?
That's as Moody, so that's what we need to do. Let's get your shit and let's fucking go kill this thing.
Kill it?
Trap it, whatever we need to do. As the previous conversation was that Moody's first action wants to kill the dragon.
Yeah.
As he sees that there's no reason to let it live.
The longer it's alive, the more things that will die.
Mm-hmm.
One life isn't worth an entire forest.
Mom, ready to go whenever you guys are.
We
I am
are
just-
still planning on capturing this with the orb, correct?
That's what I'm told to do. That's my first priority. But
Okay.
if this thing is breathing fire in your face, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure you stay alive, and it doesn't. As Dumbledore kind of interrupts, it won't actually breathe fire, it'll breathe poisonous gas. So we need to be prepared against...
Yeah, I had that in my face before.
Yeah, it sucks.
Sorry. But that... We need to cover our mouths, we need to be stealthy, fast, and we still need to decide which side we're going to come in through. We do have the centaur friend of yours who can lead us as far in as she can. But this should be a stealth mission. If this works properly, we can get near the beast, convince it for a temporary time to loosen its control over the forest, and find Newt as fast as we can to transport to wherever he seems fit.
Okay.
Which we also need to think about how we're going to transport a gargantuan creature.
Yeah. That is a good question.
Are there
Well,
any?
getting in there, I mean, there's no secret entrance to Hogwarts that goes underground
To Hogwarts.
or anything like that. That way we could come from that side.
Oh,
or
so,
would it be...
yes, because you weren't here. So the discussion was, why don't we sneak into Hogwarts? Sonya did have a vision of Omni at Hogwarts, and Dumbledore's response was, if we do come in through Hogwarts, we might have a Welsh in front of us and a witch behind us that no one
And she
knows
can
how
Kinda
to stop
see
her.
things.
So that is a plan, but that is the idea that we might be fighting from behind and in front of us, if
Yeah,
that is the
so
case.
Last discussed, we're coming in through the forest, and I thought we had.
There's a very crudely drawn map that Dumbledore has that can tell you guys a little bit more of what we want to do. As I'm trying my best not to knock anybody over. So, Hogsmeade, Hogwarts, the Forbidden Forest, essentially.
And where are we going?
Well,
Like,
that's what
just-
we're here to discuss.
We'll just, like, point to, like, our end game. Like,
You have to click the flag on.
is there an actual, like, point of interest?
Well,
A area that we have to get to?
the Welsh has claimed a lot of this. And with... Oh no, Newt never told you guys that. It's within the gigantic... It's within a 6-mile radius.
Hey, there's Josh.
Hey, what's up? Alright, and this little, like, water in the middle, what is that? Is that just random?
It's lakes and rivers that cross through.
Okay. I say we go up the lake, or up that little river that goes up there, and then just pop up in the middle.
That's as good as any plan for me. Does anyone have any objections to that?
I have a question as a player, and that
Yes.
will determine what my character does.
Yes.
Would I have any reason to believe that this poisonous gas could be negated by a gas mask?
You have experienced that before as a player. When you guys were making the potions for the Wolf's Bane potion, you had resistance to the poisonous effect because it is magical. It is not a
It's not a typical poisonous
Yeah.
gas.
so gas mask helps
Okay.
for sure.
So as a character, on hearing Dumbledore say that it breathes poisonous gas, I'm going to stand up, walk out, and immediately go try to hunt down a place that maybe has like surplus war stuff.
There is the oddities of Muggles that might have one.
Okay, let's go check there.
All right. So you're doing that right now, immediately.
Like immediately right now. If Moody wants to go do this right now, I want to try and grab this before we leave town.
Okay. Is anyone else gonna do anything?
And was there a ring of underwater breathing at the shop place, or no?
We didn't.
Or is
I
that-
believe so. I can look at it in a minute. I was trying to find the freaking card for today, but apparently.
Are you missing your cloak?
Before,
I mean, I don't have I never had a cloak.
No, I'm talking about
Yes.
character.
Yes, Jess.
No, just.
I mean, if we're
before
going-
Griswold
Yes,
gets too far, I'm just gonna say, hey, where are you going?
I'm just going to say as I leave the room, gas mask.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Yes. Yes,
So
yes.
we wouldn't know what area exactly the dragon is in, like what area of the forest the key is.
Exactly.
Does everyone have a broom, or is it just certain people?
Only 4 of you
Jess.
guys have. Jess, you 2, and then Bones has a broom. There you got a broom.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And Sonya does, and Mia does. I don't.
So I'd like to fly over the forest, but use silent image.
Don't think, Jess, you don't have a
like a
broom.
cloud, and
Ooh.
just kind of
Right.
like discreetly find out which area he is at.
Justin.
Are you saying that as
I can't- what?
Mia, or are you saying that as what you? Okay.
So I would like
Okay.
to do.
I mean, I guess I don't need that ring if I can just fly right over.
Dumbledore, as he speaks up,
They're really soft.
the dragon has
Yeah, I am.
domain over the forest. If you're flying above and it sees you, you have no backup. And that's its territory.
Well, your
What's
great
that?
wizard cast invisibility on us.
I think dragons can see through my tricks.
Can they see through your silent image?
I know something as a player, but I'm not gonna say anything.
As he's thinking, as the DM is thinking about the spell. No, he would detect that as a real image of you. But once it interacts with it, how far can you control your images?
It looks like 60 feet.
That's a pretty close mark if you're flying in the air as well. How far does his breath reach you? It was like 60 feet. I marked it down exactly, and I postponed it. I feel that
Thank you.
scouting ahead will be good. Just make sure people are behind you.
Okay.
Because if any one of us is caught by themselves, we are no match for this thing. We might not be a match for it together. As Moody kind of interrupts that, not liking the sound of not being able to fight
Maybe
against
Not being
it.
a badass.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe 2 of us can fly ahead, and 2 of us can kind of be further behind to kind of see what happens from afar.
It's a good idea. There's potions of water breathing, which are 180 gold.
What if I casted Disguise Self on myself and made me a cloud?
A cloud, you can only disguise yourself as a humanoid.
Mm.
So, you can make yourself look like a house elf or a very small ogre or a different person entirely.
My image
not
is a
fluffy
15
looking.
foot
But not
cube,
fluffy looking,
so
yeah.
It would cover 2 people. I
Yeah.
have 15
Oh, I
foot
wanna
feet.
ask
Yes.
2 things to
Oh,
Dumbledore
yes.
before I walk out to go
Okay.
on my gas mask.
Yes,
mission.
yes.
1, how big is this thing approximately?
Well, I've never seen it, but I would say as small as a small home, and it could be as big as a building.
And 2, is it possible to lure it out of the domain it controls?
This thing is highly intelligent.
I'm aware of that.
If you can outsmart it, then yes.
I'm saying if you go in, piss it off really quick, and then
Make
back
it
off,
chase you.
like make
We
it.
could
chase
use its strength against him if it's arrogant enough to think that we're not a threat and we
Oh,
run.
it is.
It's been expressed directly, I believe.
What I'm asking is, would its domain move?
That's a great question that I do not know the answer to. Newt knows the answers to a lot of these questions that we don't have. That's why he was supposed to be part of this meeting.
I guess, like, as I'm walking out, I'll also try to see if I
Communicate with Newt.
See if I see Newt on the way out, or if he straight up apparated out.
No, he's still within the city. He will still be there.
Okay.
Alright, I got one more thing.
Yes,
Alright, so
that's why we're in the war room. What's up?
going with the whole idea of like luring it somewhere. What if we tried to lure it and then had a trap where whenever it got to a certain point, maybe we had like giant crossbows that like shot up all Game of Thrones style?
Oh Lord.
Do you have access to ballistas?
We can make some.
Oh my God.
Great,
Dude,
how?
I don't know what kind of
We got a
time
blacksmith
we
in town.
have.
Can ask him how much it would cost for a giant ballista.
Yes, that's a good idea. As
Couple
Moody,
thousand.
we need to do this now. If lives are at stake.
I'm ready whenever I'm throwing out ideas.
As he kind of smiles and looks in the air. That would be pretty good, though. It's up to you guys. Essentially what we want to do.
If we do that, can we mount it to the top of my car?
Oh my God.
Just driving into the Forbidden Forest.
I would argue as a player that something with enough driving force to pierce the hide of a dragon would probably make your car do a flip.
Or crush
Okay,
it.
with that. That sounds cool.
Rocket League.
Oh, the best.
So,
So where do we get a giant ball?
I like
Is
the
there-
idea of scouting ahead, seeing where we actually need to go because it's a big forest.
Yeah, and weren't we going to find out about some of the weapons that we got in the city to see if they had any ability to
I do have my sword right.
draw? Or no, I was gonna try to use my new staff to try to see if I could get some intel from.
Yeah.
you
with
know
the
that
lizard.
your staff would be you can communicate with snakes, and anyone holding the staff speaks sparkle tongue. Those are the 2 qualities of the staff. It is
I
not
thought
attuned.
it drew.
It drew snakes towards you. Yes, any snake within 60 feet would be driven to you
Yeah.
as a peaceful creature.
Does that include dragon?
Dragons are considered dragons. Yeah, there were reptiles at one point in D&D, but they're dragons.
It might feel something.
Yeah.
Might have a little tingle.
If you do you want? There's 2 potions of water breathing in town. Do you want to purchase them?
Not if I'm going in the sky.
Okay.
If
all
we're
right.
going through the water, then yes. If not,
Okay.
then it's not worth it.
I thought we figured out that at least 3 of us could get through with water breathing, right? Because I can, and
You can cast spells that would
I-
give you the ability to
Ness
for an
has
hour
the
have gills to
manta.
breathe underwater. Yeah.
Whoever has the quote could easily just
I
zip up the
have
river.
the cloak.
Yeah. So we have that. If you guys are gonna scout through air and someone can scout via river, that's covered. You don't have to spend money on potions.
Mhm.
But it's up to the team. What do we want to do?
yeah, for sure.
We just have to be
I mean,
very,
I think
very, very
that's
careful.
I think that's a good idea. Just trying to figure out where the specific place we're going is first.
Okay. All right, and the centaur is going to be your guide towards the area as well.
What?
So the centaur that you
Oh.
guys rescued, she is gonna be your guide because you guys are
Is
supposed
she
to go home.
okay to walk?
2
Are
months
her
of
and
recovery.
Steve
Yeah.
coming?
Well, you guys need to
So
go
this-
talk to them.
We
The
found
centaur
Steve in the
actually
forest
knows where
originally,
to go.
right?
One more
The
time?
centaur
Yes.
actually knows where to go.
The centaur lives in the Forbidden Forest.
but like knows the specific place we're going.
She has not been there in a bit, but that's the intention that she's supposed to be your guide.
Okay.
And Oliver.
Steve
left
also
us.
lives in
I
the
mean, if
forest.
she's our
Oliver,
guide,
yeah.
we should like ask her what she wants to do, right? Because
Which the result is the forest has changed due to the dragon being there. So I'm here to be your guide, but if things change, then things have changed, essentially. But before we head out, you guys have your magic items, the +1 weapons that you guys purchased. The decks, because we're leaving town and we can't go back travel to buy items. So if we're done buying wands or potions or anything,
Yep.
you all good with that?
Did I get a gas mask?
You can
One?
give me 5 silver and you can have a gas mask.
Okay.
I
How
thought
many
we were trying to
do
get
they
a
have?
if it's just
party.
5 silver, I want one too.
Yeah,
We'll
for
see
sure.
how many gas masks
That's
they
why
have.
I'm asking how many do they have.
They would have 2 at the store.
They would have 2 at the store. Here's 10. Here's 1 gold. Give me both.
May your breathing underwater serve you well.
That's not how. I don't think that's how. Oh, okay.
Excuse me, sir. I am the Muggle expert.
Whatever you say,
Bet
bud.
you
You can
are.
put the thing above and it's the snorkeling. That's how they do it.
Oh no. Is it an actual gas mask or is it
It's a gas
snorkel?
mask.
Okay.
It's a gas
You had
mask.
me worried for a second.
But the person does not understand what the items are.
Gotcha. Okay.
So any last minute things that you guys need to do to prepare before we head out?
I mean, we're all gonna do our scouting /
Yes.
The only
intel
thing
gathering.
I will need to know is what the Patronus stuff does, just so I don't use it stupidly.
It will do something, and I will look it up in a minute.
Will it be relevant to what I
It's relevant to Dementors.
do? Okay, that's
So
it.
if a Dementor appears, I will quickly look at the book and tell you what it does.
Do we know of any places where giants would hang out?
The forests or mountains, they tend to stick to themselves.
Well, and I can definitely understand that would
Yeah.
be more their natural place, but maybe in town where a giant, like when Hagrid was here and he's a half giant, I know it's a little different, but
They were not allowed a full-fledged giant in town. They are viewed as second-class barbarians.
Some of them aren't considered sentient.
Yeah, we're still struggling with the idea that a werewolf is a sentient creature or centaurs are sentient individuals. They can think for themselves and they can reason, but they still don't consider that within the ministry at the moment in time that it is.
yeah, the reason that I'm concerned is because I want to figure out what other factions, and we found evidence that he was aligning with different people.
Yeah, the Welsh
He being the
thus
Welsh,
far
yeah.
has aligned with at least the giant family, at least minotaurs and centaurs. Minotaurs and the hill giants, and a stone giant.
Stone giant, yeah.
Which the hill giants would be the classic giants that you see in the Harry Potter world. But
Alright, I have one last thing
yes,
I wanna do.
yeah, please.
And tell me if this doesn't work.
I will. If it doesn't, I will let you know.
But I basically want to take my Spear of Warning and I want to strap it to my broom so whenever I'm riding, it would tell me if danger's around while my hands are on it.
Yeah,
That would
as
count
within
as
60
wielding
feet.
it?
Yeah. He currently has it out and is wielding it. That
Why?
would work.
I mean, I get it if I let go of it, it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But if I'm riding and I have my hand on it, right?
Yeah, roll me a use rope was skill, but I don't have that now. Roll me an athletics. Let's use your athletics to tie that bitch up.
I got something after
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Me too.
Alright,
Okay,
that's a dirty 20.
Yeah. It's extremely securely fastened.
And I would like the point to be at the front,
Okay. All right.
naturally.
Of course.
Who needs
Yeah.
a ballista when you're a
When you are the
arrow?
ballista. Jess, what is up?
I want to tell everybody to hang on just a bit. I'm going to try to go get some information out of Newt. And I'm going to try to find Newt and ask him to help us with what he knows about Green Welshes.
Okay.
For information.
I'm gonna go with her and try to assist in this because
Okay.
me and Newt have sort of a bond.
Yeah, you guys are becoming really close. Alrighty. Josh, what does Jericho want to do?
I don't know if I asked you this before, but did the blacksmith have like a short sword to buy? An extra one?
I will let you know in a minute. After I put all these cards up and finally understand that nope, the card for what you guys need is not officially within the D&D magical items cards packet. So
Oh,
I need
that
to.
sucks.
Yeah, it's probably because it's an artifact and the game's like don't use this. But he has a +1 halberd, +1 hand crossbow, +1 warhammer, +1 net, +1 pike, +1 sword. If you wanted to, within the 30 days plus time here to make a enchant your short sword, you can for 500 gold. 550, sorry. But that'll be your short sword. That's enchanted. And for 3 out of the 8 weeks that you guys were here, you would not have had it. Do you want to enchant your short sword?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah. And can
Mark-
you make me another one?
That'd be 10, like another basic short sword? Yeah. So, short sword being, so that is total of 560 gold.
That's fine.
Right, so you have a +1 short sword and a normal short sword. A +1 silvered short sword. Is your silvered?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a specific quality. So your short sword is +1 to attack and +1 to damage.
Hey Justin,
Hmm?
make a note on your items. I'm gonna pass you the other gas mask, and say
So,
decide amongst yourselves
yeah,
which flyer should have.
any last minute things, because these are the important, crucial
Behind it.
nitpickiness of the game to make sure that you have what you need prepared for the missions ahead. Anything else, guys?
We have food and we have
Food and rations you guys
Tent
purchased
still,
for, yeah.
stuff
You also
like
have your
that.
magical tent.
If we need to
This would be
make
the last
camp.
chance to get a broom.
Yeah, if anyone wants a broom. We have, I think, 5 brooms total.
I got one already.
Okay.
I think I went and got one last time. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's because I ordered how many were purchased and I forgot. So we should have 5 brooms total. Okay. Well, if we're gonna go, no, you're gonna go talk to Newt before you head out, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you see Newt kind of sulking to himself in her corner, but within the bar, and not ordering anything, just by himself. You approach him. What do you guys say?
Hey, buddy.
Yes.
So she's got a few questions about Green Welshes, and I'm curious as well. Is there anything you can tell us before we go do this thing?
They're extremely. They're rumored to be masters of force. Their ability to control the fauna and keep the greenery there more is legend. They're poisonous creatures, so you would assume that poison is not a thing that you would use against them. They're large enough to affect the forest in a way that they can walk over plant and just breathe it back to life. They're amazingly beautiful territorial things.
How do we move it if we can capture it?
Well, you're not with us, I don't think, are you? It's just
I
me.
don't. Yeah.
Does
probably
Bones want to be there?
not. I'm just sending him a message. No, I'm just joking.
You can, sure.
No, I let's say I asked Neff to ask him.
Okay. Neff, do you ask Newt that?
Yes, I do.
Well, if this thing is as strong as it says it is, I would just ask it to kindly walk. If you're controlling something and you make it go against its will and keep pushing it to do things that are not in its nature, like fly with you in its back, that's not a typical thing to do. For walking is. It can swim very well.
That's good to know.
Newt, how big do you think this thing would be? I asked Dumbledore, but I think I might get a more specific answer from you.
Newt might know things that Dumbledore nor Jesus know.
Oh god. Oh god, I'm scared.
Oh,
Someone hold me.
don't lie to me.
Oh God.
As I'm, did you know that sometimes the stronger they are, they learn to master the ability to trap prey where it wants prey to go, and manipulate the forest to make all things go to it. It's incredibly amazing. At least 20 feet tall.
Okay, and
If this thing has power and mastery over giants, and they stand 15, I say 20.
would blinding it work? Would deafening it work by any chance?
Of course, Newt. It would be able to sense you. If you blind one of its senses, it still has amazing smell and hearing and senses and tremors. You would have to be incredibly powerful to be able to hide from it.
Gotcha.
I don't think sneaking is an option.
Is there any sort of way we can convince you to come with us? Your knowledge helps incredibly, and we want to get out of this with the least amount of harm done to all parties possible.
As he stops looking at you guys and just starts looking at his hands as they're twiddling, and you see that there's some sort of anxiety building up since he's fidgeting extra. I don't disagree with the utilitarian perspective I don't condone the actions, but I fear that my stubbornness would get someone killed.
Could you maybe operate as a healer? Like, do you know any healing magic, Newt?
Some,
So stay on the back lines and just keep us
if I
healthy.
see harm coming to it, I would stop you from it. And I do not think that your wand can challenge mine.
Fair. That's fair. It'll be okay, bud. I hope.
You see that he's completely tear-eyed and is doing everything he can not to cry.
I'm really sorry we have to do this, but there's.
Greenland
I
has
feel he's causing more harm than good
there's
at
some
this point.
nice planes that he can run free, and I think I have a contact in Greenland that can assist with this. I don't think that it'd be the adequate temperature that it needs, but at least it's a place that can roam free.
Less inhabited.
Bones, I
Speaking in weird.
I'm glad that you came, Bones, to be part of this conversation. And
I'm thinking of the
you're so
conversation from last week when I mentioned that we should just bribe it.
I'm gonna.
Speaking of
Off-
that,
Oh.
Welshes are the only ones that don't collect jewels or gold. They collect land.
Ah, that makes more sense.
This Welsh is Borborigmos enraged, I see.
This Welsh claimed mines that housed silver.
I don't think it would be interested in the silver. Might eat it for fun, but that's
Oh, great.
besides its point. They try to grow a tight community with it as the head.
I've heard of other dragons shape-shifting. Can this one shift?
If it's old enough, it can change into most normal people.
I've seen it shift into human form. Or I've seen it in human form.
I would also just heed warning: do not try the fauna in the forest. You don't know where it's allied.
Okay.
Only one way to know
That
for
helps.
sure. Ask it.
Squirrels are dumb.
Can it hold its breath? I know you said that it was
They're-
a really good swimmer.
It can breathe water.
Oh,
It is amphibious.
okay. I'll make sure to let everybody know that. We were considering possibly going in the water to kind of scout. But that might not be a good idea.
No, I fear that if you go through land, water, or air, it has the upper hand.
That's all three things.
Yeah.
Okay, bud. Good talk. I'm gonna reach to
out
pat
and-
him on the shoulder and then hesitate knowing him and then just kind of just nod.
He waits for you, looks down, and then nods awkwardly.
I'm not so cautious. I go out and I pat him on his shoulder and I'm like, I'm really sorry.
That's
Okay.
right. That's it. Understanding the closeness that most Hufflepuffs are, being a Hufflepuff himself. He's used to it, but still
Yeah.
doesn't like it. So, anything else before we head out to our mission?
I'm gonna go back and relay all of what just happened to the party. So
Yep.
now y'all know that it's amphibious. It can walk on water and
Let's
swim on
not
land.
go in the water because we don't have advantage there.
It also has
And
wings.
poop in the sky.
It can also
It
transform.
oops in the sky.
I mean, that's what birds do.
Everything's a toilet joke if you're brave enough.
So, are we
Everything's a
ever
toilet if you're
going
brave
to
enough.
have the core group without the Aurors / Dumbledore with us?
Dumbledore, Moody are accompanying you on your mission. The only one that's setting this out would be Newt.
Right. I mean, not on the mission, but I mean, like, is there any way we can kind of move over to talk outside of the war room?
Oh, by yourselves?
Because I need to give him some information.
Sure. Are you asking Dumbledore to leave the room?
No, I don't want to do that yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm still in there just
Sure.
drinking or doing whatever I'm doing.
Everyone would be still in the war room for the purposes of this. Sure.
But I would like to do that before we're actively rolling.
Okay. What did
If possible. Because I want to convey the information that I talked to Oliver about. And then I feel like it would parlay into maybe some stuff Neff might want to share too.
So who do you want to talk to? Who does Bones want to talk to?
Bones wants to talk to Sonya, Jericho, and Neff, and potentially Artie and Mia if they want to hear.
Oh, but not Griswold?
Well, no, I think Griswold too, but I feel like,
So everyone but Dumbledore and Moody.
yeah, that's the
Okay,
intention
so-
because
okay.
it's about Dumbledore.
Okay. So this is it. Where do you want to do this? Do you want to just find a private location? Or you want to do it in the room and kick Dumbledore and Moody out?
No, I don't want it to be that obvious. I just want to kind of mention it in passing because I don't know 100% if this is true or not. It's just what Oliver said, and I would trust him, but he was just basically trying to caution us to be careful when we're in the middle of combat, not to expose our backs. So that's kind of what I want to convey, and then mention
Let's
there's
say
some
that
shadiness.
At dawn.
But who
you
hasn't
guys-
been shady in our group? So I mean, take it with a grain of salt.
At dawn, you guys will leave, so you would have at least tonight to discuss it in private.
Okay, that's my intention.
Okay.
That's it. Just
So,
can happen offline
do
or
you?
whatever.
So you just repeat what Oliver said to everybody.
That was my intention.
Okay,
Yes, I
alright.
would like to do that.
Which for you guys that weren't here, short scripted. Oliver did express that he feels that the reason why Dumbledore doesn't want to apprehend or even try to do anything to aid in the capture of Grindelwald was he fears finding out who killed his own sister and who delivered that spell. So in capturing Grindelwald, we'll have access to Grindelwald's wand, which have access to what happened, and he feels through the grapevine that that's the reason why Dumbledore does not want to move in the apprehension of Grindelwald, and that he
And you
might
said-
not be able to be trusted. If he's not helping with this, and he maybe killed his sister, what else has he done that he's not letting people know about?
Yeah, and then the only
But I
other-
mean, he explained the situation of Dumbledore. Or he just said he killed his sister.
He just says he doesn't. We don't know who did. Nobody knows. The answer lies within Grindelwald's wand.
But I mean, we would know that he didn't cold-blooded murder his sister, right?
Nobody
We
knows
don't
that.
know.
Dumbledore has not told you guys that, and Oliver did not tell that to Bones. He just kind of, hey, watch your back. Here, long story short, there was a duel between them. Someone killed his sister, and ever since then, Dumbledore's been reluctant to help us. I think maybe he doesn't want to know the truth. I think he's a good guy, but I don't trust him. So be careful. He's strong, but be careful. He jumped on the bandwagon to kill a Welsh, or to try to stop the Welsh, but hesitates to try to stop the bigger threat, which is Grindelwald.
We have a better chance with him than without him.
Oh no, I don't.
I don't think
we
he's
want
gonna
to approach any
attack
of this
us
without
from
him.
behind.
That's all that we were just mentioned, and then in thinking about what we've gone through and talking a little bit, I assume to Sonya and Jericho because I think we had mentioned some of that. We just keep getting in situations where one bad guy is redirecting us to go after somebody else, and there's some interplay between them all, or it's some type of distraction methodology or something where, you know, we go to see Nexus and we lose Ferris, and it seemed like we were just going on a fool's errand because we were told we had to. We're told we have to kill the dragon, and, you know, it just, I was cautioning and feeling we should caution ourselves again just to try to be really objective and not just assume because we were told this is the bad guy that this is the bad guy.
Well, everybody thinks they're the good guy.
Well, I don't know what the dragon thinks, but I don't want to automatically assume that the dragon is doing harm if we don't know. seen him do some, and we don't know if he's aligned with Omni. We don't know if he's aligned with Nexus. We don't know why these people are put at odds sometimes, or hell, whatever is happening with the Alpha, why he was so at odds with them other than territory. So I don't know.
Well, I know that
And that's
just
all.
from what we know, I mean, he's not a good thing for the environment right now. Like, we can say that pretty definitively. So, I mean, out of all the decisions we've made, this one seems pretty clear cut to me.
I agree that there are some easy things, but I just don't think we should always assume we're right 100%, because something I feel confident will change dramatically, unexpectedly, because it always does. Just be careful. Just try to stick together if we can.
Team mom doing team mom things.
Yeah.
Be careful, y'all. Be safe.
I'll get you juice boxes and orange slices when we're done.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I would
oranges.
like to
Yes,
say,
yes.
There.
when
It's just the fruit.
Moses saying that, what Oliver said, I'd like to say, well, I talked to Dumbledore directly about his alignment and if he would be willing to help us take down Grindelwald. And here's what he said, and I'm going to say what he said.
Which, in short, is I might not be able to hurt Grindelwald because Grindelwald is part of me.
Yeah. So, I don't know if that makes anybody more uneasy, less uneasy about Dumbledore, but for
Well, right now we're not
coming
fighting
where I come
Grindelwald,
from, I
so-
understand, I guess, where he's coming from. And it's not an easy decision to make. It's not an easy thing to even think about, so.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody has decided that this is not the course of action. We decided as a group we're doing this. I just want to approach the situation
You just want
knowing
to be
that we
cautious.
don't have to 100% do everything everybody's telling us to do. If we decide we are not comfortable with it all of a sudden, for whatever reason.
I'm gonna retire and be a baker.
Yeah, I don't always want to be the weapon of destruction for somebody else's plan that I had no idea I was part of and I've just used. So it keeps happening. That's all.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay. So, you guys heal up. Full HP, full
My bites.
spells.
I just want to note that the rogue is beefier than I
It happens.
am.
You guys both have D8, so it happens.
Aren't you true?
Yeah, I am.
So, on you guys to travel, you go through forests here and there, using the centaur as y'all's guide.
Did Steve come?
Steve's not there. Do you ask?
Why?
I mean, I assumed we were gonna see if he'd come with us because what else is he gonna do unless he's just not comfortable
As
going
the
back?
centaur replies, he said he just needed to go home, and went under the ground, and that's it. Been here for a couple of days by myself. It's annoying.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hopefully we can get you home too.
I would like to see my son and husband again. Yes. Okay, let's go before
Are we
I
all
change my
on
mind.
foot, or are we in the air?
It depends on you guys, but she'll be on foot. Dumbledore and Moody will be on foot.
Did we decide who are the two main flyers?
You can still
or-
be on your wand and be like covering 10 feet off the ground or whatever to like not tire yourself out. That's totally fine. But if you want to be like super high up, that's completely up to you.
Go.
So it's whatever you want to do, how you want to travel.
And then is Nev still swimming, or we decided against that? Since
No.
He's still
Well, first-
proficient at swimming.
The first course of action is let's see how far we can get in and where we're gonna get in from
Before the environment affects us.
before the environment starts affecting you guys.
Sure.
Because the environment doesn't affect as soon as the forest starts. You have to go into the forest and then the environment affects you guys.
I'd like to be up top, and I'd like to scout like ahead, like in the direction that we're going.
Okay.
Like, and I have message, so it means whoever is staying, somebody has message there too.
How far ahead do you want to be from the centaur who's
I
guiding?
have message.
If they're headed in a straight line, I'll just go as far as I can until I start noticing effects or I see something.
Okay, that's okay.
How do we recognize like where the environment is like affecting us? Like, would you see something?
You're gonna physically, because Mia wasn't there. You're gonna see something definitive that says you're in the Welsh territory, which I'll describe when we get there. But you'll know. It's not gonna be. It's not subtle at all. You're gonna know. Anyone else on broom? Are you gonna be with Artie, or are you gonna be just on
Artie,
broom?
are you gonna message back to me so we can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, whenever there's something to message.
Sure.
You want to be next to him, or are you just on broom with the
We
group?
have 120 foot range.
I'm
I
gonna.
think.
Well, I wanted to scout ahead.
Do we,
Okay.
We're not doing the other way that we did it. A message.
That's sending.
Oh, that's sending. That's specific to spell sending. So
Sending
you
is
can, yeah,
different.
So
you can.
It's different than it was before.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you have the spell message, you can whisper, and with this distance, you'll be able to communicate with people.
Okay.
But sending is you're across a continent, and then you communicate with people. So you can communicate with people with. You just whisper into your hand, and then they'll get the message.
I'd like to get the general direction from the centaur.
Okay.
Like whether it's north or east, to kind of know
At
which way.
the moment, you guys will be entering towards the back end, going up north. So the directions are backwards, but essentially you're going south, but you're traveling north.
Okay.
Anyone else going to be on a broom, or are we good?
I had a quick question.
Yes.
We were leaving our horse and carriage back in town, or
Dumbledore has that
it?
paid for.
It's at the
Okay.
like the bar or whatever. There's
Yeah, there's an inn that will host car and carriage.
in the horse.
On the
I-
horse, yeah, food and stuff. It's good to be filthy rich. That helps the party. But yes,
Adding.
if that's it, I'm gonna place these down here, so my own self-image.
How
do I
much
need to-
prep time do we need to hop on the broom if we felt we
You just
needed
hop on.
to? Okay.
Do I need to cast silent image, or will you let us know when we get to the forest? So we
I'll
can-
let you know when you get to the
Okay.
course. Before you hop onto your broom, and just so I know, does anyone want to change the marching order?
What is the front?
This is just how it was. Dumbledore and Moody are gonna be towards the back.
I
Send
am,
towards that front.
I'm
because-
in front of Moody, behind the rest of the party.
I was also wanting to be behind. As long as I'm within communication range with Artie, but possibly behind Griswold. I don't know.
Okay.
My plan was to be up front.
Okay. Sonya's gonna be next to Jericho. Where do you want to be?
I'll be behind that.
Okay, behind Neff. All right. So this is our official marching order into the Forbidden Forest.
As we cross into the territory to the Forbidden Forest, the party's going to see me attempt to fit the gas mask and the Plague Doctor mask, and fail at it, and so just switch to the gas mask. So I have gas mask equipped.
Okay, gas mask is equipped. Noted.
Show us the other side of your face. Show us your
So,
face.
As you guys are just approaching the area, not necessarily the territory, just the forest itself, you do see the after effects of like small droplets of water hitting you just from the wind just blowing behind you. And you see very far ahead, a couple of miles of just a straight just circle of just almost a cascade of water just falling down just perpetually around, and like as far as you can see within the area, you'll be seeing. And as soon as you guys head up, you're gonna see that there is a huge roll me nature or intelligence scouts.
So that's
Okay.
the flyers.
Oh, scout.
Yeah,
only?
just the scouts. Yeah, your
Can
choice,
I
nature,
cast
intelligence.
Mage armor while we're lost in the
You can cast it. Yeah,
It's
they're both intelligence based, but if you have pluses more to one, I'm allowing that for the purpose.
I only got 7.
Okay.
22.
Your astute homeschooling sometimes is why do I need to know this? But it's coming in handy pretty well now. As you're looking above and you're kind of seeing this and you're judging the distance and having a basic map after stupid homework on just how to calculate how far the forest is, This circle is pretty close to maybe 7 miles. So
Like away or big?
like as like the ring, it's like almost a 7 mile area that the water is completely covering around. So it's
Holy
large.
crap.
And
7-mile diameter.
yeah, thank you. 7 mile diameter, and it's this is not the entire forest. It's a portion of it, but it's not the entire forest. And Hogwarts would be part of this 7 mile.
Okay.
So it's further towards the back end of where you guys are going. But before we head out, Moody is going to want to talk to you. Like as you guys are entering the forest, he's gonna before you get on your broom, he's gonna want to talk to you.
I have a question about
Yes.
the rain.
Yes.
So is the rain literally falling from like the sky, or is it like one of
It's-
those
it's-
fountain walls? Where
It's coming from. So you see the clouds dropping the rain, but the clouds are completely circled around it in the same ring area.
Okay.
So the rain isn't the entire 7 miles, but it's a portion of the 7 miles. As
Okay.
you can see, the rain going in like the
Little
outer
rain.
circle is clouds of rain, and then there's an inner circle that's not affected by the rain.
Okay.
And I have a question about the rain.
Yes.
Would we know that the circle of rain would be around where he's located, or like he can leave that and it would still be
That's what you guys don't know.
okay?
Yeah. Nor did Newt have an answer for that. It wasn't asked,
My
but
hood
we were
is
supposed
up.
to.
Sure it was.
That
I asked if it moved with its domain.
did it answer you? Did he answer you? Because if he didn't, I don't remember answering that question. It was a question I remember should have been asked, but he
You were
doesn't know.
looking it up. You said you didn't.
Oh,
know,
I was
and
looking
then-
up the size of him, of the
Oh,
dragon.
I thought it was if it moved. Oh, okay.
He claims territory of a land, but he doesn't know if it moves with him.
Yeah.
Or else it'll be extremely easy to find dragons. But Moody's going to want to talk to you, Oliver, as soon as you're getting on your wand. And you see that he has, as soon as you're getting on your broom, and he has his wand in his hand. And he's just approaching you ever so awkwardly with his cane and his giant, gross little red monkey. Pull out your wand. Alright, give me your hand.
Schmoozing.
Right a lot.
Payoff.
Which one has the tattoo on it?
This one.
Alright, it'll be ironic that it's that one, so give me that one.
Right.
Okay, as you can see, and he starts moving his hand across your hand. In front of everybody, not being quiet about this. Do you swear? Do you put your value on this oath?
I swear it.
Alright. Do you swear to uphold the vengeance that is within you? To face the greater evil with no mercy? Looking intently in the eyes as the wand starts pulsating, and you see this ring start wrapping around Artie's hand, going and it's circulating onto his hands, and like it starts pulsating, so like a ring around every single essence of your entire hand, with no mercy, by any means necessary.
I learned from you, so yes,
That's-
I swear it.
I was like, that's damn fucking right. Taking knowledge that you're going to waive what you can, do what you can, to directly affect this, directly end the wizard by the name of Grindelwald.
With everything I am.
Doing so knowing that if Grindelwald is alive is because you have let him live, and you have failed at your mission.
It's what I devote my life to.
Clear-minded and focused, I tend to you a vengeance aura. And then he's like, in training. Now let's go fucking kill a dragon. I mean, capture dragon. You'll do good, kid.
And I'm gonna be like, no mercy, right? And I zip off.
As he tries to run, he's gonna make me proud. Like the son I never had.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Son.
And we're gonna go on break.
Oh.
So it is officially 8. So we'll be back in 15, y'all. Yeah. Let's do this break and let's see if we can get Sonya on too. But okay. That's y'all's cue.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Is it going to hit intermission?
It will. Hey, yo, Vic, I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players? Who's Grayson? You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val? Tori Val?
So we have new players?
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online. All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We should be back.
Hey, howdy.
And we're not muted. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So
We're all gonna die.
you probably will. I mean, that's the only safe bet.
Ball of
Probably not,
water.
but,
It's 7
Oh, and we have a
miles.
Stephanie. She's physically here. We haven't figured out Skype because Skype is technology beyond our capabilities right now. But as soon as someone talks, well, they're sharing the screen. So
We are.
Because we're cavemen.
we are cavemen. That is correct. So
Make Rock think.
taking an oath to fend off against Green Welsh, since you and Moody's, that seems to be the priority. But this is kind of in the way before we can get that out of the way. When this is all settled, you can now wholly focus on Green Welsh. That was hard to say for some reason.
Did anybody have any reaction to him becoming a vengeance aura? That's pretty dramatic.
I mean,
I just
Like-
zoomed off and said, no mercy.
Woo!
so
You are a living tap out T-shirt.
He's afflicted.
That was a deep burn.
I need you flyers to roll my perception. As
I'm
you're
not flying.
I would like to say that I'm looking forward and down ahead of us for any stuff that could be in the way.
okay.
Hey, Sonya, we're not flying right now, right? We're walking with the party.
So what'd you get?
I got 20.
20?
22.
22. All right. So as you guys are traveling forward, keeping distance to make sure that the centaur is at least within eyesight, so you can try to find the speaker and turn up the volume slightly.
It's actually 22 with my new perception stuff. with
All
my
right,
new,
22
proficiency.
guys, the 22 team.
It's like they're meant to be.
It's like that. Oh, you're so cute. As you guys are moving forward, you see that the part of the forest that you guys are in currently, it's thick brush and it's not the easiest to maneuver through, as the centaur has no trouble moving through the brushes and everything. The terrain is tall enough not to cross her underbelly, but it's bothersome to you guys. And her thick hooves make of the plant life that is there pretty much easy to move through around. It also helps to have more than just bipedalness in situations like this. As you guys are traveling forward though, and you see the legit wall of rain that is spreading out to this 7-mile radius, you're noticing a couple of things. One, definitely no giants, no centaurs. No griffins, no unicorn, no deer, not even no bird, nothing. The forest's plant life is thriving. It's fresh, it's green, it's thick, but there's no creatures around at all. And it seems eerily safe, just because of how dead is not the correct word, how empty it is of living creatures. Void of creatures. So at least you have that to perceive. You can technically be going forward up until the rain part, but it's going to take everyone a good hour or so to travel through and to get to set destination of where
We
the
can like double ride on brooms if we wanted.
You can actually, yeah. 2 people can fit in a broom, depending on the weight. But generally, 2 medium creatures can fit in 1 broom. And you guys have 5 brooms, so that's everyone except for the centaur can technically get on a broom.
And he can move faster through the brush.
She can gallop. Yeah, she can gallop pretty fast. If she's slowing down to let you guys.
I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna make the suggestion.
I have a
Did
question.
you let us know what you saw?
Yeah,
Is she
nothing
able to
ahead.
be? Is she able to be levitated?
She's a hefty girl, so
She is big.
I have like a 500-pound limit, but I don't
She's
think I can
big.
hold it for more than
She-
10 minutes.
she's more than 500 pounds, for sure.
Really? Wow.
She a big grill.
She's a horse plus a human part.
Can we
She's a
put a
double
little
creature.
bell on her?
On her neck too.
I might be wrong about
But yeah, but I'm
Joker.
gonna swing back
No, it's
around and be
fine.
like, hey, it doesn't seem like there's like anything up ahead to hinder us on there. Let's at least fly up to like where we're gonna go in, save us some time and some effort.
Or flying through the rain barrier, I guess.
At least up to it.
I'm gonna. I don't know if I need to tell them or not, but I want to cast a cloud, like with the silent image, like that looks like the other ones that
Okay.
are.
There's
Already there.
a cloud that's I believe it could only probably cover you and your broom and whoever's riding your broom, but it won't be big enough for.
Like 15.
Yeah.
feet.
15.
Oh, it
Okay.
is 15 feet. Then yeah,
I
it'll
was gonna
cover.
say, can we like
You guys,
go
yeah, if you guys
behind?
get
Like
if you guys
line
get close to hand, and it's not like it's difficult to maneuver the broom, since you're kind of taught that early on in your lives. Yeah, you can totally do this.
And I used to play Quidditch.
You were really good at Quidditch. So.
Ooh.
I am totally against flying.
Okay.
Like, I prefer to keep my feet firmly planted on the ground.
You will have
We
a
will
centaur to
leave
accompany you.
Planted.
That's the joke.
I knew it.
So, is only Griswold and the centaur? They're the only ones that are traveling by foot. Everyone else is on broom.
I'll stay on the ground.
Okay.
Will that
Ground
make
is
it take
safe,
longer
ground is
for
free.
everybody to get there, though, right?
It will take them longer to get there. Yeah. I'm just separating. So only these three. Everyone else is on a broom.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Bring it
on a
up.
broom.
Okay. So, as you
Can
guys.
we pick up Moody and Dumbledore?
Yeah. As you guys tag team this and select your partners who ride with you. You guys cover this in maybe 10 minutes. Just flying through. Seeing what they were telling you guys, it doesn't. I mean, it's a thick, beautiful forest, but there's no living creatures underneath, below you guys. As you are approaching the flat wall of rain, it's incredibly cold, and there seems to be some sort of wind pushing from within the wall of rain outwardly. Not enough to throw you off your broom, but there is that side effect of just the immense pressure that is constantly being poured down that is causing that other side effect of the side effect of a side effect.
So, a lot of sides.
A lot of sides to be had here.
I'd like to make the
Polyhedral.
suggestion of let's try to go above all of it and look down into it. I don't know how high up does it go.
That'll give away our location, I think.
We're a giant cloud.
I think we should kind of like we can go over, but I think we'd have to stay still close to the edge to where we can kind of blend in.
I
with
just
the
mean go
cloud.
up and look down into, not like go into it.
Is there a top? Is
I'm
there a
just letting you
ceiling?
know that it's possible that we could give our positions away and alert him that much sooner.
Are we not trying to find out where we're going
Nope, alright.
in this 7 mile
How
expanse?
Can we be stealthy?
tall?
We're a giant cloud.
That's pretty stealthy.
In a
You would
storm.
have to go up to the cloudosphere to be able to go
Of
above.
stratosphere?
We
Yeah.
can. Wait, you mean?
The
Like
ionosphere?
it is legitimately rain clouds that are perpetually there. So
but
the
we can
water-
go above clouds, right?
You'd go so high
I
you
don't
would
think
have no oxygen.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
I'm pretty sure the brooms have some sort of limit.
I mean, there's oxygen.
You won't be able to breathe
Water
up there.
bad.
I mean,
I understand.
not that Artie knows that, but that's the DM explaining that to the players. Now, what does Artie want to do?
I mean, you explaining that I can't do it, I'm just not gonna do it.
Well, no. Artie might not know the science behind this. So what does Artie want to do? As I am trying to come up with the science of how this fucking mystical creature works within our world. Because the book's not expecting people to fly through brooms above it.
Well, I put it out to the group. I only want to go if the whole group goes, because then that's the cloud.
So, someone, if they have a reason to be able to think that they would know that information, you can divulge it. But otherwise, that's really high up, but we can try.
I'd like to stealthily sneak around the corner of the cloud to kind of see ahead, like the other direction.
Roll me perception and then roll me stealth.
separately?
Yeah.
Okay, so 22 for perception, 30 for stealth.
She hit that 20. You're a
I
cloud,
finally
bro.
got my 30.
You're a cloud,
Well, I mean, this cloud spell is still here, so obviously Mia's still part of the group. She's just being extremely quiet.
Where'd she go?
As
Who
you
was
start
riding with her is like, oh,
going
I'm floating
slightly
here.
above and flying through around, kind of peeking in and out between the rain to cover up with that darkness that is just a perpetual downfall, and swooping through the little cloud that you have conjured within the area. The thing that you do notice is that this is a huge, maybe 1 to 2 mile circle of just perpetual rain on the outer limit before you go inside where there's no rain.
Okay.
So like the inside would be the eye of the storm, but the storm never goes away, and it's about 1 mile at least thick
Okay.
of rain.
I'd like to let my people know.
The people of Mia know this information.
We'll catch up eventually and figure this out.
Because we still need to see, I guess, figure out where the dragon is to know.
Which you do not see a dragon at all,
Okay.
even with your high roll.
Now, I can't see in the circle at all, or I can.
Through the water, no.
Okay.
But gazing around, you're able to see a couple of the miles, just depending on how high we're going.
Okay.
And you do see that there is a clearing,
Okay.
much larger than what's at the outside. But you don't see the dragon. Maybe it's camouflage with the greenery of the area. Maybe the dragon's not there. Maybe it flew away. But you don't see a dragon.
Okay.
And it's not like this thing is not hard to spot. It's a big, big thing.
Would it be affected by color spray?
We're gonna have to find out.
I say onwards or upwards.
Upward sounds
Have
more
Jericho and I
dangerous.
and the centaur caught up to.
By the time that they're discussing, you still have about 10 minutes to be able to catch up. They're on brooms flying, so it's a little bit fast. You see that the centaur kinda is ahead of you, and like she starts to gallop a little bit, but then kind of slows to let you guys catch up. If there was one of you, I'd let you mount, but not two. Can't do two.
Could I ask maybe
Okay.
somebody in the group to go back and tell, like, the centaur and what's your name?
You can cast
Griswold.
message.
Griswold. To
You can cast
or-
messages too.
Okay, they can.
Yeah,
they can-
yeah. You want me to message
Yeah,
them?
to let them know that basically what's ahead.
Okay. Which is, we said 2 mile thick rain?
With the
So
clearing
you
in the
guys
center.
know the information now.
Okay,
Has been
we are
out.
aware.
As Dumbledore said, we'll
And
know.
no big green jelly bean running around the
If
middle that we've seen so
we
far.
go up, we will still need to cross the water, and I fear getting hit by.
Down into
What if we ride through the water,
That might be an option.
maneuvering our way?
You said there were sinkholes that will get us through. We'll still be affected by the strong winds, but at least we eliminate a option.
Yeah,
But
from
being
our
above,
our past experience, those sinkholes were almost unsurvivable.
Well, I have my spear, so if anything imminent comes, it should start glowing and give us a little bit of a warning.
so
So,
Do we have any sense of animals or anything, since we're noticing that absence of the animal interaction in the forest? If
you see none.
no one has any sense of creatures or anything that they would be able to tell if they're not alive.
Does that
Like
mean
there's
anyone?
Acid
Do
rain.
you,
that
are
we're
you
just
asking the
flying
DM
into.
or are you asking?
I'm asking the
group?
party in the clouds, hoping that people can hear me, which is
They can.
really
Ask them the
impractical.
universe. to
Yeah,
answer me.
universe. Is this acid rain? Are we gonna melt as we fly through it?
I mean, you're
Everything
close
else
enough to
dead.
touch the rain if you want to.
I touch it.
It's cold, but it's water.
You guys are just fearless, sneaky.
Alright, let's go murder.
Scout.
I was gonna touch it and go, ah!
Okay. Well,
Yeah, Joker.
if that is the case, and we're gonna fly above, what is our friends on the ground going to do?
If it's the choice between trying to travel through a sinkhole or temporarily flying so that I can avoid said sinkhole, I will obviously choose to avoid said sinkhole.
Be
Okay.
like a bird.
So someone's gonna have to do
Fly
2
far,
trips
far away from here.
to go to pick them up.
I thought we had enough for just the centaur to not be
Yeah,
riding.
everybody but the centaur, I thought. Because we have 5.
Oh yes.
Because
Sorry.
Neff has one, Sonya has one, I have one, Artie and Mia.
Yep. You guys have one person actually doesn't have to have a partner behind them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys have enough.
So,
This.
So are we leaving the
I'll
Probably-
take somebody
or-
with me if they
Yeah, I was
want
gonna
to,
say
but
probably
if not,
Mia
then
should be free since she's doing the image.
I'm
I'm
being
gonna look to
sneaky.
Dumbledore and
Yes.
say, "You're a knowledgeable wizard.
I think that I am.
Okay, do you know a
Starts
spell
with
called
flattery.
plant transportation?"
No, I know of it, but I do not have the materials to be able to cast that.
Because that would move the centaur for us. But
Yes, we. I would also have to know which tree she's going through.
well, I mean, you've traversed the forest.
Not this deeply.
Damn, it's worth a shot.
I mean,
As
should I
you see
try
Dumbledore-
levitate? She's too heavy for me, right? Can I, I mean, I have the card if you want to see it, but
What is it? What's the
It says
it's 500
500.
pounds?
yeah.
Let's see the specifics of a centaur's weight.
I'm gonna guess 1,000.
about 350.
Tree fitty.
Don't say it's gonna be about 350.
that was,
Wow. Damn it, Loch Ness Monster! I don't
Damn it,
want
Loch Ness
it.
Monster.
I don't.
Yeah, succubus, he tried to kill my baby.
Does
So
not.
does like the centaur have anything to say about where we're going at this point?
I'm trying to figure out what she wants. She's not gonna get in the air, and she has not been told about the sinkholes.
Hey, this thing calls.
I can message
Okay.
her.
All right. Thank you.
I message, hey centaur, holes.
so is the centaur feeling like
I also do that.
That
At the
sounds
same
like a
time.
bad dragon.
Centaurs weigh
Holes.
approximately 2,100 pounds.
Yeah,
This was
that makes a lot of sense.
does the centaur feel any kind of like aside from knowing
Ghost.
about the dragon, does she feel any reason to not be there, like why the animals would have left? Like does she feel any of that they felt to them?
I think
So-
you guys have some
No, I'm not
feelings.
feeling anything to leave, but I'm also not.
I can
If you
talk
guys can make it
plants.
this far and fly above danger,
But it's a
I'm not
third
gonna
level
just
spell.
go into waters and drown.
Where's like your house at?
If you keep going further north, pinpoint at the exact point in the map.
But like
That
we're
is
going
where-
in the direction of it.
There are a couple villages within the forest, 3 major ones. Mine would be the smallest.
But like the direction we're going is in the direction of said
Yes,
town,
you would pass at least my.
and she
the
doesn't
first
want to
one.
go there.
Not if I'm going to die to try to make this through. If you guys can move the Welsh and take away the water, then yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's just do that.
Cool
Move the
with that.
Welsh. Okay, just pick on it.
Losing a guide and completely going over 2 pages worth of stuff. No, it's great. Yeah, you guys are not gonna get damaged by any of this. So, I need everyone.
We ask questions.
If you say initiative.
I need everyone to roll me strength.
Oh, I was gonna say, are plants trying
Can
to
it be
grab us? That'd be
athletics?
fun.
No, it would have to be a
That's
strength
Quidditch.
check, and we're
Do I get
Oh.
advantage? I'm just kidding.
no, it's just clear strength, and we're gonna have to beat a total number. So everyone, give me your numbers when you're done.
18.
18.
18.
All right.
17.
Okay. Neff.
Okay. So with my modifier plus, no, it's just straight strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no
15.
no modifier.
15.
Strength.
Sonya, what do we get?
It's with the modifier, yeah.
But no
I use
proficiency.
the station roll, so it's 18.
18. Okay. All right. We already beat the DC. Yeah. What I mean,
That's
unless
12.
unless you guys get
Proficiency is
negative.
something for
10.
strength.
I got a 10.
Yeah, it's 12.
10,
Okay,
12.
yeah, we beat the DC as a group challenge.
Okay.
We're a badass cloud.
You guys are the best cloud. Good
We're
cloud.
just a
Don't worry,
little
guys.
black
Just letting you know.
If
To
you
keep
see anything, shoot lightning bolt at it.
the neck.
Yes.
These
It'll look
rooms are
natural.
called the cloud. I don't know if you guys remember that. They're called the cloud.
What'd you say? Sorry.
It's a cute name. That's
The
okay.
clouds?
They're called the cloud.
It was?
Yeah, they're called the
Rooms
cloud.
are
Sending
called
the
clouds.
Yeah, that's the brand. That's the newest brand it's out there. It's called Cloud. So
Gosh, so correct.
so
Somebody had the right idea.
as the person that I don't want to talk to keeps messaging me.
Oh.
Sorry, you have annoyed me for the last time today. As you guys are traversing, the wind picks up, the cold air hits you guys, soaking wet, but still on the broom. It's not a terrible challenge to just fly overhead, as you see large holes with horse-like creatures trapped within. You keep passing
Aw.
through. You see
They're
one with a
alive?
couple. No, they look motionless. You see a couple of giants that look like they're being slowly brought forward and downward, completely motionless as the mud keeps sinking into them, as almost as the ground itself has a mind of its own, just sucking things in. And you guys are just traversing through all this.
Not a good time to be an ally of this Welsh.
Or alive.
More alive. As you guys are flying by, and everyone's rolling perception.
Not this one.
Sonya, what do we get?
What are you rolling?
Perception.
You're asking the person with plus 11.
15? Okay.
Is this group or just individual?
It's a group. 15. Okay, so Sonya, you notice the first thing. Neff, what did you get?
21.
Alright, Neff, you noticed first and second. What do we get?
10.
Not noticing.
22.
Notice second thing.
13.
Not noticing things.
19.
Notice only the first thing.
6.
Not noticing things. As we need to roll for the other individuals. Of course, a 19 and a fucking 20. Why wouldn't they be able to
Is
notice
my
that?
spear glowing or anything?
No, it needs to be within 60 feet. Nothing
30.
is glowing to. 30 feet, sorry, yeah. Nothing thus
Sorry
far.
for taking
Um,
away your buff, but
You're
yeah.
good.
As everyone that got above the first one, so 15 at least, starts noticing something. The water itself starts slowing down about a mile within. It's still raining, but now it doesn't feel like a huge hurricane's worth of downpour. It's still raining though. You see no animals. Everyone sees there's still no animals around. The trees are still strong. The greenery is still strong, so vibrant. Oddly not being drowned by the perpetual rain. It's still there. Bigger than it should or stronger than it should be and overgrown for sure, but it's not drowning within the immense amount of water that it's constantly being pouring down here. Now within the 2 mile mark, you start seeing strange, for most of you, it just looks like a lot of greenery being overgrown and small little patches here and there, like no brushes, no trees, no bush, nothing, just small little patches of just clumps of flat earth.
Grassy
It has a little bit of grass, but it's not overgrown like the rest of the area. But those that got 15 above start seeing that the whole between the center point and 5 miles outwardly, almost the entire area looks like a very, very odd and deformed maze as paths are starting to lead toward different areas. And those that got above see 3 areas that are completely circled around with no greenery and at least something that looks maybe like a makeshift wall leading towards inward. So what do we do, guys? As the rain is about to be behind you, you're still within the second mile of water.
I don't see any of this, right?
To you, just looks like a forest, very thick forest, but a forest nonetheless. And your spear is not glowing. Nothing's happening.
What do you guys see?
And this is right in the middle of
Yeah.
it all?
With the Hogwarts being part of the center,
Okay. How far is it away from Hogwarts?
at least 5 miles.
5 miles? Like Hogwarts here and then 5 miles
Yeah.
away from okay.
What do you guys see? Can't see.
I see a maze thing. It's like a maze. I think it's a maze. Probably a maze.
So I try to tell them that there's 3 points where I think it could be.
Like stronghold kind of things, or
Well, 3 places where you could go within the maze.
of course it'd have to be 3.
This isn't like the Tri-Wizards place, is it?
No, Hogwarts itself isn't covered by the greenery, but like 3 spots within the Forbidden Forest that looks like it could be a settlement, or at least a large flat area that does not have the overgrowth affecting it.
Can I ask one of the people who would have gone before if it looks like one of the vault areas for the Hufflepuff?
The Hufflepuff vault was underground.
I thought it was in the forest.
It was in the forest, but there was a small little cove that went underground.
You guys want to go down to one of these things that you guys are seeing that I'm not seeing?
I think the one thing we probably should not do, in my guess, is that we shouldn't split the party to hit all 3 at once, because that's,
Agreed.
But we can just go to the center of the maze. It's automatically from above.
whatever you
Together.
guys think's the best strategy, because I think this is going to be rough.
Yeah, I agree. We should go to the center.
Okay. Can I have you guys roll perception one more time?
Everyone,
Everybody.
you try dice, it works.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I forgot. I have advantage on perception and initiative. I don't know why I took that low ass roll. For my
Wait,
well then.
You got a nat 20? What's the total?
Yes, I did.
What's the total?
The total's 22.
Okay.
26.
this is perception again,
Yeah.
correct?
19?
11.
19.
7.
Artie. As you...
I'm at 18.
18? Okay. Alright, Artie. As you are dumbfounded at what the hell they're talking about, but at least the center sounds like the best point if everything's leading towards the center.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone starts grabbing their brooms, and are you guys going to hit the first? So directly in the center. So we start moving our way to go a little bit further towards the center. As soon as
Depend on what I'm seeing, I
Yeah.
guess.
you're the only one that notices at least something flying in the air towards you guys.
From which direction?
It looks
How
a
big?
little bit towards like right of you. It looks pretty small. It's getting really big,
So it's really far.
really fast.
How far
And
away
it's
does
getting
it seem?
bigger and bigger. How far? Roll me in perception. Had you already rolled 20? 300 feet or so?
300 feet.
Yeah.
It's getting huge.
Yeah.
Hey guys, something's coming over to the right.
And...
Dive.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Evasive
6.
maneuvers.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I thought he saw me.
For fuck's sake.
I'd like to cast Shield of Faith.
For fuck's sake.
I'd like to cast.
That is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah.
Who?
Everybody- like
Everyone?
everybody?
Nope, that
No.
is.
It is targeting me.
It,
Because Jesus wants me to roll a new character again, apparently.
He didn't like Ninja Boy.
It's 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
I am bloodied?
As already, as soon as you say that, immediately, as people start looking towards direction and you start putting yourself down, people start casting spells, you see a boulder the size of a horse just hit Ferris.
Griswold.
Griswold, I also need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. You're on a broom.
And
Couple.
through a boulder?
It threw a boulder.
I can see where, like, the area it came from, right?
What do we get?
8.
You managed to hang on to the broom since it's a
Thank
steady
you for
object.
making the DC low.
But it is a. There's a huge boulder just flew out of nowhere. You kind of see where it's coming from. And
His spear, nothing still.
it glue until it hit, and then as soon as it left the area, so now that Artie's perceiving these as threats.
Can we?
I'd like to start moving towards the area where it was thrown.
Okay, as Artie starts moving towards that direction, what did the rest of you guys do? You have one action.
I already casted Shield of Faith. Does
Have
that
Shield
count
of
as
Faith?
my action, or?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Can we have a reaction to seeing that? 'Cause,
You can have a
I would
reaction if
throw
you have
my
a-
shield up too, but
If you have a reaction, a spell that is a reaction, yes, and then you are granted an action.
it's just one round. So it's
Yeah.
just,
I'm going to fly over to Griswold and try to help him get back on the broom.
Let's be extremely technical about this, and
Okay.
who has a broom? And if we can go
I-
to battle map, that'd be pretty good right now.
I got it. I got a.
I got one.
I don't have the thing over there, but.
I hit it. It didn't. And then just battle map.
Yeah, battle map, and then go to where it says battle.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Well,
That's
the,
not the
oh,
one. You went the battle one.
that's fine. That's all right. Who else has a broom?
I
He is
did.
on it.
think I was on a broom.
Yeah. Me and Sonya.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright.
I mean, we're all like doubling up though, right?
Yes, you are. But
Except
who was on?
Mia was by herself.
So, who
I
was?
don't know who I was riding with.
Yeah, Jericho. Which broom are you on?
I have no idea who I was right.
Which broom are you on, Jericho?
I'll be the one that Griswold's on.
Griswold's not on a broom. Which
Griswold
broom?
is not on a broom.
I thought you were on the
Nope.
Griswold,
I mean,
which
I'm
broom are you
on
on?
a broom. Okay, put me with
Okay.
Neff.
Griswold's on my broom.
Okay, be alright.
I'll
You're with Sonya's, which she just yelled.
Okay, you and Sonya. All right, Moody's gonna be with you because he loves
Alrighty.
you for whatever reason. Who is taking?
Dumbledore.
Okay, cool. Now that is our position as a boulder represented by this D6.
That was good aim if he only hit Griswold and not.
It only targets one creature, so it is accurate aim. As you going around the table, what are you doing?
I had my shield reaction, but
Okay.
I just want to have
Action?
my wand out.
Okay, pull out wand. Jericho, what are we doing?
same pull on wall.
Pull out wand. You're still in the broom. What are we doing?
Can I fly in wand?
Trigger symbiotic entity. I've got 30 health.
I went in
38
the direction that Artie went.
Okay. We're flying in that direction and you cast Shield of Faith. Sonya, what are we doing?
That's the second time I've been tagged before moving into combat and dropping me to single digits.
One more time?
If I can move somewhere where I can hide, like up behind a tree or something outside.
You need to fly downward towards the tree. Is that what you want to
Yeah,
do? Alright. So we're flying down towards the tree. And then, Neff, what are we doing?
I'm getting out my maul and I'm throwing a health potion.
Here's
to
the thing. The maul is a two-handed weapon and you need at least one hand on the broom.
I don't need a health potion. I have lots.
Okay. Well, okay, guy. Time for you to take over the wheel.
Alright, you're shifting awkwardly and kind of, okay, now you're on the front. Alright.
Not only are you flying, but now you're driving.
And,
Flying
alright.
for death.
Neff, before we move forward, as you guys see another boulder being thrown at you guys.
Raging.
With that was your action's already up. With a
Yeah,
19 to hit, Neff.
19 to hit. Neff, yeah, that hits Neff.
As Nev takes 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy shit.
As you see in the
Ow!
boulder hit, I need Nev to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Okay.
Something like that hits me on the day.
Can I bust out my shield?
Not right now. This was
Whenever I
there.
change.
Yeah.
Shield
We're gonna roll
connected
initiative in a minute. Huh?
Okay.
What did you get?
18.
18. You're on your broom strong. As a second boulder flew on the ground,
Can I
targeting
reach
this.
now?
Huh? Nope. I
Can I
need
reach
you
now?
guys to roll me initiative. As Dumbledore's gonna say, we are sitting ducks up here.
Yep.
They can see it. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Did he just say they?
Well, kind of.
Sorry.
And I'm going to.
Can I use my luck for my initiative roll?
You can use
Yeah.
luck for literally any roll.
Amazing.
Yeah, when I'm bending my luck, that's not my rolls. per
No.
se.
Ooh, but you
It's
gotta take the second one.
somebody else's roll, correct? I suppose I can do mine, actually.
Well, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Bend luck.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that ability does, to be honest. So, guess I should have erased this earlier. Okay. 20 plus?
22. Good thing I got this spear with the advantage.
17 up?
Initiative.
19.
Nobody got a 17, right?
When is Dragon Boy?
He'll let you know in a minute.
Yeah. Speaking of which.
It's probably named Dragon Boy.
Okay. 15, I think I already said that. No,
15.
10 up?
13.
13.
You guys can decide which one goes first?
Let me take it.
Alright. Riz. Wall, and
It's
then
AD, right? ALD.
bones.
OLB.
10 up. 5 up.
I got 8.
I have 7.
Plus 5 to initiative.
Then it's
You'll have plus
Mia.
5 to initiative. I have plus 1.
Then it's Sonya. I think that's everybody.
You got
Well,
Dumbledore and
Dumbledore,
Moody.
Moody,
They're gonna be at the end.
and Dragon.
Well, I already rolled for that. Okay, Artie is the top of the initiative list, followed by question mark times 2.
That sounds like good.
And with me, like going towards where they were, I see what it is, or like they're
Give it
obscured
away.
in some way.
You
I've
will,
seen them throw 2 boulders.
yeah, you will be able to in a minute. You need to pass this within a couple of rounds. Within the next round, we're gonna magically move things, and you will be able to see what's happening. Okay, Jericho. Question mark.
Okay.
Neff. Griswold, Bones. More question marks.
How many?
Oh.
4?
More.
More. You
More
said
questions.
more. You
Just put a question mark.
Mia.
question mark times infinity.
Then it's Dumbledore, Moody. Question mark.
Before Sonya? Because she was after
Oh,
Mia.
Mia, Sonya, Dumbledore, Moody. Sorry if I didn't say Sonya, I apologize. So yeah, question marks, Mia, Sonya, Dumbledore, Moody, question mark.
Really hoping that boulder chuckers are not in the first 2 or 3 question marks, because if they are, I might very well be dead.
You and me both, buddy.
Oh no, literally my first action is landing. Like, I could not. I have completely abandoned the broom idea. I'll take my chances with the fucking maze. Fuck this, I'm out. Like, nah.
I'm missing a card that's very important for this fight. But we'll fuck it. We'll deal with it in a minute.
Yes.
Okay. That looks correct to me. Artie, what are we doing? So, from what you can see, Artie, since you got, you're the only one that has. Peeking off of, like, what now you're trying to understand what that maze thing is. An almost 30-foot wall, 25 feet wall of just brush that's been put up, obviously, to look like a maze. And to navigate and cut through this forest, you see something large, just and about 2 foot up. So it looks
How
like
far
a
away
human
is
to
it?
you. At the moment, about 200 feet.
200 feet. I will continue going forward. I want to ready just like a dodge.
Okay.
And I would like to give myself Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Sure. I just remember like high school Quidditch.
You got this, man. All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna use one of my Bardic Inspirations for that. But I'm gonna get close to that, and then I'd like as close as I can get on there, and then just be like, hey Moody, knock out the park. No inspiration.
Oh.
For him, though.
Are you giving him an inspiration?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
He's good enough.
He is good enough. Okay. So that's what we're doing.
So as close as I can get.
Okay. We're moving. We're gonna use this just for right now because you guys are so fast on the broom that it's farther than the map itself.
Yeah.
So this is what we're
Sorry.
using until you get close enough.
I should be able to get what 100.
Yeah, you because you're. Are you kidding me? Okay.
And
You can see now that it looks like a small circle of like a large wooden post that like keeping homes within, and just completely demolished with like ruins that there were around. And you do see at least 5 giants there.
in the same exact spot.
And that's as far as we can see. And you see Moody have his wand out, but the moment hasn't done much. For whatever reason, Moody isn't dying. Okay.
Moody doesn't have legendary actions?
No. Not this
darn.
Moody. Nor the Moody from the book. He wouldn't have legendary actions. He would just be badass. Okay. Okay, cool. Fair enough. As you see 2 boulders fly toward your direction, and as the highest number was a 12. It was not hit. 1 second, y'all. Okay. And so many. Okay. Sorry. People that I really don't need in my life are talking to me. Okay, Jericho, what are we doing?
I'm just gonna ready my bow, in case anybody.
2 hands for that, and you're on a broom.
But is it Sonya flying, or that doesn't count?
He still needs a hand to grip.
So they tried to throw 2 bolts at me, and I dodged them nimbly.
Okay. I'll just pull out my sword then, and just be ready just in case
Okay.
anybody threatens me or something.
All right. Fair enough. Artie, since you're the one that is the closest, you do see one of the giants, one of the largest ones. He's wearing some sort of like blue armor on him. The rest are just rags and just torn clothes and hides of pellets of just giant creatures that they've killed. They look bigger than what you've encountered, and one of them has blue armor, and he doesn't look like he's grabbing for a bullet. He just moves a axe about the size of a tree onto his back, and he's just looking at you guys. And that's that guy's
Kind of
turn.
pointed out to Moody.
You can point it at him. Yeah. You can yell it at the back if you want.
I'm gonna yell out. I see 5 of them. One of them looks like a leader.
Neff, what are we doing?
Can I just blast that out as a message?
Yeah, you can. The party is aware now.
I mean, technically, I how I would move. Because I think that's Griswold is moving the camera now.
Yeah, or Griswold gets to dictate the movement, but so your movement is 0, but you can still have action or bonus action and talk.
I am definitely going to rage.
Okay. You feel a little steam coming from behind you, and a little
and I'm
roll it
gonna
out now.
I'm gonna scream at the giants below. I'm gonna say, "Stop throwing shit at us!"
Okay.
We have Dumbledore. I don't know.
All right.
Need that help.
Okay, you hear that.
Say that. Now they're gonna target me and I'm squishy.
Okay. Neff just went. Griswold, what are we doing?
Can I drink a potion while flying?
Yeah, as long as you have one hand here and one hand here, yeah.
Cool. We're gonna crack one of the health pots
All right.
because we desperately need it. And
All behind.
it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yes. Bone 0.
Heal for 5 health up to 13.
Okay.
And holding reaction and everything else. So.
Okay. Are you moving forward or are you staying where you are?
I am trying to keep pace with the pack after literally taking the boulder to the dome.
Okay.
Can we put under Jericho BBEG?
No.
That was his turn though, right? The guy in the armor?
Yeah, that was all he did. He just kind of. What the fuck's
I
that?
just want to make
Did
sure
you
that
say
I have
BBEG or BB?
big bad evil guy.
Well, right, but you said that's the one after Jericho?
Yeah. I just was making sure that that was his move and it wasn't like
That was-
turn.
Oh, that was his move. That was his whole action, just
The blue one?
observing. Bones, what are we doing?
Well, no one's attempting to fly down, huh?
I'm flying right at him.
Like the whole time we're doing this, we're still flying towards
Yeah.
that spot. Okay. So just between now and then.
Wait, why
we'll
are we
get
flying towards that spot when that spot has giants throwing giant boulders at us?
Because we have been told we need to get out of the air. I assume.
You guys can do whatever you want.
Well, the person on my broom said to get out of the air. And he could probably go. It's just my guess. Okay, my. I don't want to start fucking throwing spells yet. Just don't know.
Well, what you guys are gonna do on your 4 turns, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I
Mia,
wouldn't
you're
know
after-
if I want to take out my snake wand staff
Sure.
while we're flying. and just
Okay.
Put some energy to it and see what happens, if anything. If I hear anything, I feel anything, I don't know how this thing works really well. So
You take an action to activate your staff.
it probably does nothing, but.
Roll perception.
That's better. That's a 21.
You do see things start slithering through brushes within the outer edge of, so within the non-rain portion, you start seeing things slither around.
Cool.
And they're trying their best to keep up, but not. And then as soon as you reach a set limit, they just start swirling back to where they were.
Okay, sure. And just, have my wand out if I can. Broom and staff and wand. I'm holding the staff. Can I hold the staff with the broom? No?
It's hard. You can have your staff or your wand out.
Alright.
You can use the staff as an arcanic focus,
You
I
can.
think.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be used
Yep.
in place of your wand, so you,
You
can
can.
still cast with it.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm a sorcerer.
Are you moving
so I have
forward
the
or no?
brains instead of the implements.
Are you moving forward or no?
Yeah, no, that was my plan. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because that's what I was directed. So.
Okay. So now
No, I
wizards don't have high AC, so Moody and Dumbledore are both getting hit, and I've already rolled, and
got-
Moody falls off his roof. As you see two
How could he?
boulders.
Even with me trying to dodge?
It's an attack on Moody. It's his armor.
I'm movement.
I know. Sorry. At this current spot, he's still in the air at this exact moment in second as this is moving this way. So Moody falls off the broom and needs to make a dexterity saving throw because he has. How far up were you guys?
Mm.
I don't know.
We never said.
Yeah. Okay. That sucks. We're going to say at least above tree level.
Yeah.
Like we were trying to be a
50.
cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we were
I'm
coming
going to
down once we got
We're going
boulders.
through the rain.
So I don't know where we
I
are.
would think over the trees right now.
50, 60. I'm gonna say flat 60 feet up in the air to give you guys. So
So for every 20 feet, he takes a d6.
10.
For every 10 feet, he takes a d6.
Are you kidding?
Shit.
You just Moody get hit by the boulder as you hear "Fuck!" and as you guys are fine, you just see a scatter of an old man as you guys are moving forward.
Do I have a reaction? Could I have feather fall?
Nope, that's not a reaction spell.
So is he in the middle of the air right now?
No, he's on the ground. By
He
the
fell.
by the start of your next turn, before you have an action, before you can react, he will be on the ground physically. So right now he is falling, and the only people that unless someone has a reaction, it is.
I mean, I didn't. But it's
You-
the first level.
Yeah, it has to be a
cantrip.
reaction spell. It can't be a cantrip. It has to be a reaction spell to act outside of your turn.
Okay.
Mia, what are we doing?
Uh,
You just saw Moody just.
am I able to move to be 30 feet away from the leader?
Not right now, but yes, you're currently moving as fast as you can towards that direction.
Okay. How close am I now?
Are you gonna just, if you're moving in front of everybody, you're about 90 feet away. At the end of your turn, you're 90 feet away.
9 feet away. Okay then. I will hold my reaction till then. I guess my action.
Until you're within range.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I can't do anything.
Alright, understood. Okay, Sonya, what are we doing?
Okay, you said Moody, is he all the way to the ground or is he falling?
He is falling at the moment.
Is there any way I can use my movement and then dash to see if I can catch him?
If I can catch up with my arm.
You.
Just by like grab his arm? Or me or, yeah.
Or both of them.
You already rolled damage for him.
Yeah, he's. It,
So I'll have
do you want to do it now, or do you want to do it? Are you going forward, or are you going to stay behind to catch Moody?
I want to catch Moody.
All right, roll me
If not,
dexterity.
then I'll just go.
Nope,
Yeah,
nope.
go
Roll me
ahead.
dexterity. You chose your choice. Roll me dexterity.
Can I assist her?
Okay. What did you get?
Not 20.
That does not mean it succeeds. What's the number?
20 and then 20 and dex 22.
22. As you move down, going away from everybody, to try to catch him, and you're going as fast as you can. You have Jericho using you as support, grabbing you to support you, and you're just trying to grab Moody, and you catch his hand, and you stop him, and then the yank, and he still falls.
But slower.
But slower.
He's still gonna take 60.
I'm rejecting that much damage from him. Okay. Unfortunately, that's your whole action. As now everyone is 90 feet ahead of you. At least. 6. Okay, 8. So we are here. Okay. As Dumbledore will cast a spell. and you see from his wand, he throws a lightning bolt at one of the people. Okay, so after that, Moody, and he does not look back at all. Who's Dumbledore? Use Bones. Dumbledore doesn't look back. He doesn't tilt his head. He just casts a spell forward.
So you're saying he's not worried about Moody. We're going forward. Okay.
Don't know. Okay, this giant failed his save.
And is dead.
Nope.
Darn.
You're fighting giants.
Which one?
You see that he had hit the closest one to him. So to you, it looks like a blubbering hill giant. Just a guy who's in the midst of picking up a stone, and then lightning bolt hit it, and then just kind of dropped the stone.
How heavy are the boulders they're throwing?
Like a billion pounds.
At least half the size of a one-bedroom apartment. Okay, I'm Sonya.
Yeah.
You hear flapping behind you. So behind you, so you're going into the direction of wings that are flapping. Wait, just so you guys know, you hear flapping going towards you, and you see nothing at the moment.
We need to go.
All right, Artie, what are we doing? As you guys
Hide.
do see Moody. It's a tree.
I mean, even like he fell off immediately whenever I took off before. So like I'd be like 100 feet from him now.
You are 90 feet from him now.
I see.
You are also 90 feet from them,
The giant.
the giants. Within one round, you can reach the giants.
Yeah, I'll keep moving forward, I guess.
Okay.
And I will ready dodge again.
Okay, you have dodge on the up and up. Getting 2 dice, you have disadvantage if they attack you. Alrighty. Which one of them will. Instead of taking a 19, he's going to take a 7. Second one, going to take the nat 1.
Does he do anything to himself?
No, you rolled a 4. You didn't prefer. So you see 2 boulders, but as you're now dodging, actually, you don't have someone behind you. You can get there by your movement. Because they're being slowed down because they have a second passenger. The speed is reduced.
I mean, it's still 50 feet per round. So if I'm 90
It should have
feet
been
away,
reduced more, and I did math wrong. You're within the camp range. You're
yeah.
Okay.
If I can like pick where I am, I want to pick to be like in the area behind where one of them is. So if one of them were to try to throw it at me, he'd have to go through another.
Okay, so you'd be in front of one. Alright.
So like
Noted.
all the way to one side, so only one of them could throw it at me.
That's smart.
Jericho, what are we doing?
I'm just gonna use my speech action to say, we need to catch up with the others, get out of here, or we need to hide.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Alright. So, Artie, you can see this as the one with the axe kind of goes in. You see that he puts his fingers in the dirt, and you thought that he had blue armor, his skin is blue. And
Mage armor.
he's towering above the other giants by at least 10 feet.
Holy shit.
And you see that when he puts his hand on the ground as he's grabbing the dirt, you see that ice starts wrapping around, and he picks up a boulder of pure ice. The other thing to note that might be cool for you, he has tethered leathers around him, and it looks like he has a gigantic skull, at least for his size, of something huge with a horn on each end. And he has this, the only thing we can describe as a Viking helmet with huge black horns that don't match the metal of the helm wrapping around. And he's going to throw a boulder at you. Still with disadvantage.
He said he's in the middle.
Yeah, he's in the middle.
He's taller than the rest of
He
us.
is
would
taller
have
than the rest
no
of us, yeah.
disadvantage. Even though I'm.
You have dodge, so he's disadvantaged because of the dodge action.
I see.
So we're going to do that is 22 to hit with the disadvantage.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
With a disadvantage?
I rolled both above 15.
I believe.
22 points of bludgeoning damage from a boulder. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you keep on with your broom.
That would be an 8.
You're still on your broom.
That is a low DC.
It's flying off your broom is not supposed to be hard, but okay. So here we go. Jericho just went. That guy just went. Enough. What are we doing?
Okay. I am. Ooh, am I gonna be stupid? Question.
Yes.
You said the flapping. Only Sonya and Jericho heard that.
You have no idea this is happening.
Okay. Cool. Fricky frack. I am going to. Well, I just kind of wasted a rage, so that's not good.
You just hit Chris.
Yeah.
That might kill
I'm
me.
going to
Just slap you.
yell at Griswold and say, "Hey, do you want to keep going towards the giant?" And I'm also going to yell at the giants again. Giant, stop throwing shit. You're not being very nice. We're trying to help you out with the stupid dragon, dick.
By the time you are able, are you still moving forward?
I'm
not
going
in
flying.
control
Oh, okay,
of
okay.
the-
All right. From this distance, you yell, and you hear some yells back, but you cannot discern what they're saying. You just, but you don't know what the fuck
I
they're saying.
get here now.
So, anything that you're doing? Griswold, you're next. Bones, you're next.
I'm aware.
I'm going to just keep my ball out and prep
You can't have your maul out. You
yeah,
need to have one hand on the broom.
gotcha. Shit. Okay. Then I'm just gonna say, God damn it!
Okay. Alrighty. Griswold, what are we doing?
I'm going diagonally towards the ground in a forward motion toward. So.
Yeah.
Do geometry for me.
Okay.
How
He's
much?
landing that
All right.
triangle.
One. If I look down, is it a maze-like terrain below me?
At the moment, yes.
But it's bush.
But it's thick. It's 5 feet of bush
Okay.
that are 25 feet tall.
Do I have to use an action to dismount the broom?
Bonus actions to dismount.
Bonus action to dismount the broom?
Right.
Cool. I'm going diagonally at a 45-degree angle forward towards the giant pit, but towards the ground and landing in between two sets of bush. And the second I land, I'm casting Speak with Plants and saying, "Guide me," like loud.
Roll me Arcana.
Nice.
20.
All right.
Woo! Jerry.
When you landed, you saw a 25 feet of bush and tree and thorn, and like when you land, this looks morbid. This looks like it hurts to go through, and then you just land with that fucking do this, and as soon as you land, just hit your staff and just guide me. It just opens up.
Ha!
Nice.
So instead of being a path, you see the trees essentially break into holes, and it's when you start running, you see cutoff points, and then to the side there's just more hole to go through.
Cool. And like Neff's on the broom behind me.
Yeah.
I don't know if she can use a reaction to also dismount.
No, it has to be bonus.
Okay.
At least a bonus. I
Well,
want to say it's an action, but I'm going to say
I want to
bonus
say
for
I
that.
used all of my movement
Yeah.
in the landing, so she's gonna see the stuff open up in
Yes,
front of
she
me.
will.
Okay. Cool.
So, that's you guys will be about 40 feet behind Griswold. I mean, Artie. Bones, what are you doing?
My plan was to fly down towards the ground
Okay.
because I don't like being in the air, as my passenger suggested I
Okay.
do, and to first cast Blade Ward in front of us,
Okay.
or in front of me,
Yeah.
but he's
Are
behind
you going
me.
to
so-
land where Griswold landed, or are you going to land just directly downward?
How far are we from the giants? Where
If we're
Griswold
40
is?
feet away from Artie, and Artie is what?
Artie is. This would make things so much easier.
Because my action is slow.
Artie,
and
you-
or my
you are
movement is slow, and I want to not be
40
crazy.
feet away, which
So
would
he's
make
40,
you
I'm
80
80.
feet away. And technically, you starting out about 90 feet behind them, so it depends on how far you want to go.
Why am
There
I
goes the
behind
centaur.
her?
So wait,
Because they move forward.
I'm 40 feet away from
Yeah.
them? Oh, I thought I was like around them.
You're gonna start your
both
turn.
movements.
Yes.
So that's 100 feet.
I thought it was
And
50,
it was-
that's why. Okay, so, you know what?
That's why I was like the other people being blocked by like the throw. Because I
Sorry.
Artie
was
is
on the
there.
other side.
You guys are 40 feet away.
So if it was just me on the broom, does that change my speed as
You
well?
should have been changing your speed. You should be where Artie is. To be honest. So this is camp. This is ground zero. We are 40 feet
So
away.
there's giants here.
There are giants there.
Good representation.
Just big fat. Here's a big blue one.
Just to be correct about how things should technically be done.
Okay. Oh, they're kind of behind a.
They're technically within a city. A village.
There you
Oh, wow,
Technically.
those are cool. And there's one more somewhere.
There's one orc, but he's in the middle.
Okay.
I'm going to not show him for dramatic effect until the end.
Oh.
So,
go. Which is in like 3 minutes.
which is in 3 minutes.
Sweet. My intention was to do Blade
Technically,
Ward.
Artie, you're here, right?
Oh wait.
Or on the other side.
It doesn't really matter.
So,
You said you wanted to be at the end though, right?
me
Yeah,
or you
one
wanna-
of the ends.
Close to the leader guy.
Okay, we're gonna put you up here then. So,
Sorry, I'm metagaming.
but we're here. Bones, where do we want to go?
My intention is to again do Blade Ward to guard against the bludgeoning
Okay.
potentially, and to drop right in the beginning or right near where Griswold did to start his pathway, because I'd like to get down.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Dumbledore goes with me since he's on the broom with me.
Yeah. Actually, that was like, why get off? We can just go. Broom can hover. That's his reaction.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. So,
I wasn't thinking about that part.
No, well, I mean,
but I already jumped down.
yeah.
Okay.
We can say that within the next round,
I was
we'll
telling
meet
her
up
that.
there.
Wait.
But
My-
before that happens, yes.
And that's a cantrip, so I was going to shoot,
Okay.
but I can wait if you want.
Are you gonna shoot a cantrip at them?
No, the Blade Ward was the cantrip.
Yes. Okay.
And then I
Blade ward's on.
took an action, so then I still can shoot a spell, right?
Yes.
And that's what I want to do.
So your spell is Blade Ward. What is the spell that you're using?
I was going to try to use my chromatic orb and shoot the giants.
What's the range on it? What is the range on the chromatic?
My chromatic orb's 90 feet, so
Right,
I thought it
roll
was
me to hit.
within. I got 80.
I thought you said 80. I'm like, yeah, you hit.
The 22.
22 hits.
Okay.
Roll me damage.
Ready? And it is 3d8. Oh, no, 48.
I'm used to pulling him out of here yet, I'm sorry.
I see a couple of 8s.
That's 3 8s and a 5. 24, 29.
Since Dumbledore had to choose the closest one to him, and you also have to, at least it's damaging the closest one.
Okay.
Oh, that fucker's bloody now.
Which one?
There is a god.
Like, which one's
The
bloody?
one by... nope, this you. Because he is physically the closest. So that, as you throw your orb, what element is it?
Oh, I was doing, shit, I'm sorry. I was gonna do lightning, but
Lightning or fire? I need to know specifically. Lightning or fire?
Pick one.
lightning.
Alright. And you see an orb of electricity go and expand and explode. And you see the massive hole in his chest that is bleeding through from 2 different shots of electricity damage, essentially. Okay.
Anything but acid or poison.
We're going to Mia Sonya. For the sake of time, we're going to keep our initiative roll. Start next time. We are going to move forward with you guys finding your way to on the ground towards it. Neff, are you going to follow or not?
Yes, I am.
So is Dumbledore still on the broom hovering?
Dumbledore's going to be in
Can.
the room or picking you up, and you guys are going to travel through. So with this, you guys can make it through. I need to know what Sonya and Jericho are doing, because you guys are behind by a distance, and you hear flapping of wings coming towards you.
I just want to get lower to the ground and be able to hide and still go towards the rest of the party.
Roll me
I
stealth
saw
then.
Rouge.
And if you're hiding, you can only
Yeah.
move half your speed. Stealth, unless you
Yeah.
are
Might do
rogues
that too.
or rangers. So roll me stealth.
Do I roll
I
it
have
too?
Vanguard stealth.
Yeah.
I need a divination roll.
If you want to, yeah. Mark that we're starting from this exact point next game, which means your divination rolls are used up.
Yeah, I get there.
Okay. Let's see if this thing can see you.
It's gonna be 14.
Ooh. Okay.
You probably see her.
Okay. So you're hiding and moving towards their direction, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing that you guys see is a flash of white go in front of you guys in the air. But to demonstrate how big and scary the other giant is,
Oh my god.
as this is a frost giant.
Holy shit.
It was a flash of white.
Flash of white. Just flying towards the air as fast as they can. So guys, we're gonna pick up this battle next game, because it is go time right now. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, and if we're literally starting, not with initiative rolls, because we already rolled, we're just starting next round. So, alright guys, we'll pick this up next time. Thank you for watching, remember, once it's ready. Adios.